what is a proposition? Who will say? Just raise your hand. I will ask. Yeah, Snehajit, any other? Okay, Snehajit, tell me. Yes, Snehajit, tell. What do you mean by a proposition?
Yes, sir. A proposition is basically a declarative sentence that can be either true or false, but not both.
Yeah, good. That is the proper definition of proposition. Okay. Okay, Siprit. Okay, you can know. I know. I know. Okay. Tell then. What are the connectives? What do you mean by connectives? In case of propositional logic.
Sir, can I say?
Yeah, no, don't say. Just raise your hand. I'll ask. Okay, just Debulina. Yeah, tell.
Yes, sir. The logical operators that are used to form new propositions from two
Yeah.
or more existing propositions are called connectives.
Yeah, that is the proper definition. That is a connective. Okay. What is a compound proposition? There are two types of propositions. One is atomic proposition. One is compound proposition. What is compound proposition? Okay, Priyanshu, tell.
So the propositions that are constructed by combining two or more atomic proposition by using some connectives or logical operators.
Yeah, two or more atomic, or it may be two or more existing proposition. You can write also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. That are the because see, if you take one atomic and another one is compound, take any connectives, that will also a compound proposition. Okay. Two or more atomic. When two atomic, that will become a compound. Then two atomic will be any one atomic. So two atomic, that will be a compound. So you can take any existing proposition. You can write also. Okay, good. Okay, all of them also know. I will just not ask the same question to all. Okay. Today we'll basically discuss about the binary operators. Only single operator, that is unary operator, that is negation. Negation that we have discussed in the last class. Today we'll basically discuss about all about binary logical operators, that are the connectives. Conjunction, disjunction, exclusive or conditional, biconditional, all the things belongs to binary operator category. Okay. Okay, we'll see one by one. Okay. Yeah. See, connectives. So what are the connectives and definition of connectives we have written in the last class. So first connective is your conjunction. Conjunction, in case of similar word, you can that is the and. And its symbol of conjunction. That is, this symbol stands for and. So this symbol is for conjunction. Its meaning is and conjunction. How will apply? This is a binary operator in case of propositional logic. So how to use this conjunction in case of propositional logic? We'll see. Let P and Q, all are small letters. P and Q be two given propositions. That means P and Q are given. So we are going to find the conjunction of P and Q. the conjunction of the given propositions P and Q. It is denoted by P conjunction Q, or you can read this P and Q. Is the proposition, you can read this P and Q. This P and Q. Okay, then we'll find what will be the truth values of this conjunction or P and Q. Any idea about what will the truth value? That depends upon the all the possible cases of the truth values of P and Q. P and Q are the given propositions. See, P and Q, that means both. When P and Q, that is a proposition. When you are using any connector or connectives or logical operators, the new sentence or new mathematical structure that will must be a proposition. Okay. This proposition, how to find the, what are the rules of conjunction to find the truth values of conjunction? We see that is important. This conjunction, that is P conjunction Q, is true when both the statements or propositions P and Q are true. And when both are true, then P and Q are satisfied. P and Q, and means both should be satisfied. When P and truth values of P and Q are true, then we can say that P conjunction Q or P and Q, that will be true, and is false otherwise. That is the rule of the conjunction. So we'll see how to form truth table for this connective conjunction. Okay. P the existing or given proposition, we are going to find P and Q. Okay. Then tell me how many possibilities for truth values of P and Q? See, P may be true or false, Q may be true or false, as it is a proposition. So each possibility for P and Q, that are 2. So how many
0, 1.
how many possibilities for P and Q overall?
So 4.
Yeah, it will be 4, because if both are true, both may be false, or either true, either false. Here, when P is true, Q may be true. When P is true, Q may be false. When P is false, Q may be true, and both are false. That means the chance of 2 is P of is 2 times, and Q also 2. So 2 cross 2. So total 4 possibilities are there when 2 propositions are given. So we are going to find P conjunction Q, that means P and Q. P and Q means when P and Q will be true when both are true. That means true, true, that will be true. For all other cases, it will be false. Got it or not? That means when P is true, Q is true, P and Q, that will be true. For all other possibilities of the chances of P and Q, the P and Q will be false. Okay. See one example. Let P be the proposition that is given. This book is interesting. And Q be the proposition that is given also. I am staying at home. Then what will be P conjunction Q? Then tell what will be P conjunction Q. That is P, yeah, P and Q.
So it will be true.
Yeah, it will be true, but what is the sentence? See, that means when P is true, Q is this statement. See, P conjunction Q, that will be the proposition what? P and Q. So use the word and between P and Q. That means you can write this sentence. That means this book is interesting and use this word and I am staying at home. That means just use the propositions in between and. Otherwise, in other some cases, use and in a proper appropriate places.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, these two propositions are different to each other. So use and in between P and Q. Okay. That is all about conjunction. Just remember this property. When both are true, then P and Q or P conjunction Q, that will be true. For all other possibilities, that will be false. Okay. Then come to next connective, that is called disjunction. Disjunction, that is the meaning is or. And the symbol is or symbol is this.
Sir, I just want to ask one thing.
Yeah, tell.
In conjunction, if it's true, then we're writing and between P and Q. What if it's false, then what will we write? I just want to know that part.
When it is false, okay, see, this book is interesting. Okay, this is true. I am staying at false. This is true. That means P conjunction Q. That will be this book is interesting and I am staying at home. That will be P and Q. See, that means see
Okay.
when three. That means P conjunction Q both are true. It will be true. That means see. Okay, take the first case. Let P is true. This book is interesting, and Q is false. Q is what? Q is I am staying at home. It is false. That
Yes,
means
sir.
what? I am not staying at home. If it is true. So this book is interesting and I am not staying at home. That will be false.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
Similarly, you can find all other cases. That
Okay,
means
sir.
P and Q, when both are satisfied, that will be true. When anyone is false, then that will be false. Then,
So
yeah,
then, sir, how we will get to know that which statement is false? Because here it is showing that this book is interesting and I'm staying at home. So
no, see, I'm saying that if any one of them, see, you be the statement or proposition, Q the statement, we don't know it is true or false. You have to take the chances. You have to take the possibility. If P, take first take P is true, that means this book is interesting is true. Q is true. I am staying at home. This is also true. Then P conjunction Q, that will be true. Only case.
then, sir, then if you take that this book is true for one person, this can be true, and for the others can be it can be false, no, sir.
For others, which one?
No, sir, I'm just telling that this
Ah,
book is true. This book is interesting, and I'm is staying at home.
yeah.
So this is a true statement. Then what will be this means false statement for the other examples, sir?
False statement, yeah, false statement. You can stay. This book is not interesting. I am not staying at home. This book is not interesting, but I am staying at home. Okay, take any one of them false.
Sir, which gives negative meaning, that is false.
Yeah, see, conjunction means if any one of if the truth values of any one of the proposition is false, then P and Q is false. If the truth value of any of the proposition is false, then P and Q is false. Got it?
Then, sir, if any of these statement will have the negative or there will be the not statement, then it will be false.
Yeah, it will be false. That means, see, if you let this book is interesting as false, that means for it true. This book is not interesting. So if you are writing this book is not interesting and I am staying at home, This P and Q is false.
Okay, sir. Got it, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, like the same way, we will define disjunction. Disjunction, or you can say this is in place of or, you can say that is other name of disjunction, that is inclusive or. That is the other name of or disjunction. Okay. Similarly, in all these cases, P we are taking P and Q are the given propositions. The disjunction of P and Q is denoted by P or Q, or you may read this P disjunction Q, and this is the proposition, or proposition that you can read this P or Q. Use the word or. The disjunction, that is P disjunction Q or P or Q. Then tell me when it will be false and when it will be true. Yeah, just guess.
True in three cases, false in one case.
Yeah, false in one case, that means see, inclusive or means just that is the same meaning. If at least one of them is true, then P or Q will be true. Or means what? Either or. So if any one of them is true, then it will be true. Just opposite to and. That means if any one of them is true, then it must be true. If both are false, it will be false. That is the rule of disjunction. It, it will be false when both P and Q are false, and this will be true otherwise. Otherwise means for all other cases. That is also called inclusive or. P is given, Q is given, we are going to find P disjunction Q. Same possibilities: true, 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 false, false, true, and false, false. See, inclusive or true, true, any one of them is true, or means P or Q. So it is satisfied. True. P is true, Q is false. It will be true or false?
True.
True, because any one of them is true. So true. False, true. It will be also
True.
false, false.
False.
Either or. So none of them is true. So it will be false. So this is the one case where it is false. When both of them are false, then it is false. If at least one of them one of P and Q or one of them is true, then then the disjunction is true. At least one. It may be both. Okay. Let P be the statement or proposition. It is given that a student who has taken calculus can take this class. Q be the proposition, that is also given. A student who has taken computer science can take this class. Then tell me what will be P disjunction Q?
Sir, a student who has taken calculus can take this class, or a student who has taken computer science can take this class.
Okay, see, in
Sir,
this
we can also write a student who has taken calculus or computer science can
Yeah.
take this class.
yeah, don't write or instead between just P and Q. You can write students who have taken calculus or computer science. See this phrase, student who has taken, that will be remaining common. That means in this case, P disjunction Q. You can write students who have taken calculus or computer science can take this class. See here, students who has taken calculus or computer science then can take this class like this. Okay, tell me in this P and Q, what will be P and Q? P and Q.
So P would be students who have taken calculus, and Q would be computer science can take the class.
Yeah, just instead of or use all students who have taken both the subjects. You can write like this: students who have taken both the subjects, calculus and computer science, can take this class. That will be P and Q.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, that means or case. See the subject in this two sentence. In which place you have to use or. Students who have taken calculus just confine the meaning of these two propositions. Then use the word or. Okay. That is all about inclusive or disjunction. Then come to exclusive or. Exclusive or, that symbol is direct plus. The exclusive or, that is one. That is one phase exclusive or, that is one connector exclusive or. Of the two given proposition P and
Sir,
Q.
the symbol is called.
Symbol is direct plus.
So what?
Symbol is plus and circle, that is direct plus results. Or you may write as exclusive or. Of exclusive or of two propositions P and Q, it is denoted by P exclusive or Q. Is the proposition that is true when exactly one of the P and Q is true. That means, see, exactly one of P and Q is true and is false otherwise. And then see, what is the basic difference between inclusive or and exclusive or? Inclusive or means that is at least one. Exclusive or means exactly one. That is the basic difference. Exactly one means it will be true if exactly one of P and Q is true. Exactly one means not the both. We will exclude that one part, both part. When both are true, that will be true in case of inclusive or. But in case of exclusive, the main difference is when both are true, that will be also false. Because it is said that it will be true when exactly one is true. Okay. P is given, Q is given. We are going to find P exclusive or Q. Then tell me, then true, it will be false or true?
False.
False. Because both are true. In case of inclusive or it will be true, but in case of exclusive, only read exactly one and at least one. That is the difference. At least one, that is the inclusive or disjunction. Exactly one, that is the exclusive or. True, false.
True.
Exactly one is true, so it will be true. False, true. Exactly
True.
one, Q is true, so it will be true. False, false,
False.
false. None of them is true. That means this part exactly one, that is true, and this is also exactly one. In these two cases, P exclusive or Q or P direct plus Q, it will be true. For all other cases, it is false. Okay. Let us consider P be the proposition that is given. I will use all my savings to travel to Europe. Then another proposition is also given. I will use all my savings to buy an electric car. Then in this case, what to use? P inclusive or P exclusive or? Okay, first, what will be P exclusive or Q? Tell what will be the sentence when P is this, Q is this? What will be P exclusive or Q?
So it might be the I will use all my savings to travel to Europe, or I will use all my savings to buy the
Yeah.
electric.
See, just see, I will use all my savings. This phrase is present both this sentence. So you can use once, that means you can write that directly. I will use all my savings to travel to Europe, or
Or to buy an electric car.
yeah, buy an electric car. That means see here all my savings. That means see, this is I will use all my savings to travel to Europe or to buy an electric car. That means both cannot be true. When you are using all the savings to Europe, so there will be no saving remaining to buy an electric car. So either or. That means when you are spending all the savings to travel to Europe, so this can be happen. Otherwise, you will spend your all your savings to buy an electric car. That will be exclusive or case. Okay. Then come to most important connective, that is conditional.
Then what is the difference between the exclusive or inclusive or?
Yeah, I have already told that. What is the difference between inclusive or exclusive or? See, inclusive or means P or Q. P or Q will be false when both are false. That is the only one case where it is false. But true is true in case of inclusive or, but in case of exclusive, true is false. Got it?
And sir, can you show the example of the inclusive also?
Yeah, that's the same. That is the inclusive or that is the exclusive or, that example is inclusive or. We have already given the example.
Yes, sir. So in that you have given that the student who has taken the calculus
Yeah.
can take this class.
Yeah.
It can't be the exclusive or.
No. See, that is the different case. Student who have taken calculus, that is in case of subject, but you have to understand the meaning of the sentence. Students who have taken calculus, here it is check, here it is calculus, here it is computer science. That means see, that is inclusive or case. That means see, student who have taken calculus, let this is true. Okay, then Q is false. That means student who have not taken computer science, then also can take the class. That is the negation. So P or Q, that may be true when only studied calculus. Got it? But in case of this, in case of this, when you are spending all your savings to buy a car, you that means after spending all your money, you have not remaining money to go to Europe. Got it? So
Yes.
this simultaneously cannot be happen.
Okay,
So
so means that the earlier example of inclusive or that you have
yeah,
given that the student can take means can have a both
yes.
class.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
That means in the previous example, that is the example of inclusive because when P is true and Q is true, you can see this example inclusive or P or Q that will be true when both are true. But in this case, when both are true, this will be false. For this example is for exclusive or.
Okay, sir, got it, sir. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay.
Sir, but in for this particular case, P inclusive or and exclusive or both are getting true.
No. Both are
Sir,
true.
because one is true, another is false. Then in case of inclusive, it is getting true, and for exclusive also, if one is true, then the whole exclusive or is true.
No. Sorry. Main difference here, only all are same. All are same. Only difference is this. When P, Q both are true, it is true in case of inclusive. But only this first case, when both are true, exclusive or is false. That means at least one, exactly one. Just got the meaning of at least one, exactly one. At least one means one. Minimum is one. Maximum two. Minimum one. It may be two. But in case of exactly one means that cannot be both are true. Got it? That is the meaning of at least one and exactly one.
Sir,
Yeah, then.
sir, the statement that you have written, I will use all my savings to travel to Europe. Sir, this is a true statement.
Okay, this is true. Okay.
And the Q1 that you have also written, I will use all my savings to buy an electric car. This is also a true statement.
This is also true. Okay, yeah.
Sir, according to the truth table, so then it should be false, no? I will not use my savings for this.
Yeah, that will be false. Yeah.
Then you have written, I will use all my savings to travel to Europe and
No. Not getting. See, what it says, P or Q. This is true. This is according to see. When you take all the possibilities of PQ, P plus Q or P exclusive or Q, that will satisfy all these cases. When both are true, P that exclusive or is false. When any one of them is true, then P exclusive or is true. See, you have to use the word or, but it will be exclusive or inclusive or depending upon the situation.
means, sir, if the any statement is given, we have to only use or.
Yeah, you have to use the or word. What is or? Okay,
Sir, then what is the meaning of the truth table that we have given, sir?
truth table, I have already seen that. See, compare the truth table. All see. The second case, third case, fourth case. True, false is true. False, true is true.
Sir, that I have got, sir.
Yeah.
So
Then
that I
first,
have got, but sir, can you go to the third slide, sir?
okay, then.
Yes, sir. Sir, you have written that P statement and Q statement.
Yeah.
These both are true.
Okay, both are true. Both are true means I will use all my savings to travel to Europe or to buy an electric car. In case of exclusive, it will be false. In case of inclusive, it will be true.
Okay, sir, got it, sir, got it, sir.
Sir,
See, use
sir,
this simple.
what do you mean by exclude?
Okay, see this. If you are writing see P or Q, it will be same statement, but that two table will be different. See the symbol. Symbol meaning is different. Okay. Symbol meaning is
I
different.
think in this question our main thing is all our savings. So we can use all our savings to go to Europe or to buy an
Or
electric
yeah.
car. So in that case, one becomes true and one becomes false. If I want to travel to Europe, then it's true.
Yes, sir, that's
And
what I'm
then I'm
saying.
buying an electric car, then it becomes false. In that way. That's
It's
what I mean.
ultimately becoming true because one is true and one is false.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. One is true, one is false means that will be true.
True.
Yeah.
And sir, in case of inclusive also, it is becoming true because one
Yeah.
is true, one is false.
Yeah. It's the same case. It is becoming
Yes, sir.
true. The same thing, inclusive or exclusive or nothing different. Only one different is when both are true. When both are true, inclusive or is true, and when both are true, exclusive or is false. That is the basic difference. Then all the other cases will be remaining same.
So in exclusive or we can use the word either.
No need to add either. Only or is enough.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
And sir, the example that we have given inclusive one, if you
Yeah.
write in the that exclusive one, that it will be false now,
Yeah.
because the both statement are true, then it can be
Yeah. Both the statements are true means in case of exclusive that will be false.
okay, sir.
Yeah. See, for more classification, you need to read from book more example. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir. Okay, sir. Got it. Sir.
Okay. Then next connective is your conditional connective, or you can write conditional statement. We'll see. See, in all these cases, P and we are taking P and Q are two given propositions. So I am not writing that. The conditional statement, that notation is P conditional Q. P right arrow mark Q. So P right arrow mark Q, that is read as P conditional Q. Is the proposition read as or understand as if P then Q. That means P conditional Q. That means if P then Q. In presence of English sentence, you may write if P then Q. Here, P is called the hypothesis. Hypothesis means that is the if part, that is given. And Q is called the conclusion. That means in case of your computer science, in case of computering, you can say that input and output. Input is if, that is given condition, if P. Then part is conclusion. Then part is also in terms of output. So here input is hypothesis, that is P. Output is conclusion. That is if and then. In making sentence, that is if and then part. If P then Q, that is the conditional statement P conditional Q. The rules of P conditional Q, that is read this, P conditional Q is false. Only one condition when P is true as well as Q is false. From the all the cases, possible cases, take this case when P is true and Q is false. In this case, P conditional Q is false, and for all other cases, it will be true. That is the rule. Rule or exams, PQ, P conditional Q, or if P then Q.
So can you please again explain this?
Okay. True, false, false, true, false, false. See, P conditional Q, you can read this if P then Q. The statement is if and then part. If P proposition will be given P and Q. You will write if the first proposition, then the second proposition is Q. So if part, then part. If part is called hypothesis and Q part is called conclusion. And the rules in case of conditional statement, the truth value of P conditional Q will be false. Only one case, that is when P is true and Q is false. That means when hypothesis is true but the conclusion is false. In that case, P conditional Q will be false. And for all other possibilities or other cases, it will be true. Got it?
Got it, sir.
Yeah. Then true. It will be true or false?
True.
True. And true, false. It will be
False.
False.
and false, true. It will be true. True and false. Yeah, it will not. That will be false. That will be also true. That means this case, when hypothesis part is true but the conclusion part is false, in that particular case P conditional Q will be false, and for all other cases or other possibilities of P and Q, it will be true. see this statement, use always this if P then Q. That is the standard notation for conditional statement in the writing in English statement. That is if P then Q. There are also other ways to present this P conditional Q. We'll see that. What are the other conditions that are also very important? Variety of terminology. Used to express the conditional statement P conditional Q. That means we know that P conditional Q, that means if P then Q. That is the one way of presentation conditional statement, that is P conditional Q, that is from the definition. That means that is if P then Q. That means what? If P then Q. That means in case of, you may write this implication or implies. Implication means that is conditional or implies. P implies Q. That means if P then Q. That is P implies Q. Or you can write if P Q. That's the same thing. You can use P only if Q. Okay, we'll see some other phrases. Instead of writing if P then Q, you can also use these phrases or terminology. See this. P is sufficient for Q. That means P is sufficient for Q. That means P implies Q, or if P then Q. That is the another way of presentation for P conditional Q. You can also write a sufficient condition for Q is P. That is the same meaning. P is the sufficient for Q. That is same meaning as a sufficient condition for Q is P. Or you can use Q if P. Instead of writing if P then Q, you can also use Q if P. Also you can use Q when P. Also you can use Q whenever P. See, let Q is the proposition. If the first statement is given Q whenever P, that means the first statement is not P. So you have to use, if it is written that Q whenever P, that is meaning as P conditional Q, not Q conditional P. That you have to remember all these phases. That is the same thing. Q is necessary for P. See, Q is necessary for P and P is sufficient for Q. That is the same meaning. Also, you can use a necessary condition of P is Q. Also, you can use Q follows from P. Also, you can use Q, that is the best Q unless negation P. Also, you can use Q provided that P. All these phrases I have written, all can be used in place of P conditional Q or if P then Q. That means in a sentence, it is written if P then Q. That is the same meaning as Q follows from P, Q whenever P. All these terminology or phrases can be used instead of if P then Q. Okay, we'll see one example. Let P the proposition that is given. Decimal learns discrete mathematics. And Q is be the proposition. Resma will find a good job. Then what will be P conditional Q?
Sir, if Reshma learns discrete mathematics, she will find a good job.
Yeah, she will find a, yeah, you can write also, you can use also what then. If
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir.
that is the best standard notation. Standard sentence, Resma, if P then Q. If P, P is Resma learns discrete mathematics. Then you can use the word then, if part and then part. If P, then Q. Q is Resma. Instead of Resma, you can use in the English C. She will find a good job. Okay. Any other way of presentation? Just tell me. You can simply use Q if P. QP means Resma will find a good job if she learns discrete mathematics. You can use also simply write, you can write Q whenever P. Resma will find a good job whenever she learns discrete mathematics. That means C. P conditional Q. You can use this phrase Q whenever P. That means you can, I'm writing this. Q means Resma will find a good job whenever she learns discrete mathematics. Any other way of presentation? Anyone just tell?
Sir, only if can also be used. Only
Yeah, you use only if, no problem. But see, only if when? Only if means what is the only if? Just see.
and she will learn the discrete
Yeah.
mathematics.
P only if Q. P only if Q, not Q only if P. So you have to write P only if Q, that is P conditional Q. Here see, if writing if, so you write Q first, then if P. That is the same meaning to present P conditional Q.
Okay, sir.
For necessary condition or sufficient condition, what will be sentence? For necessary or sufficient? Just tell me.
So she will be provided by the good job. If she will learn discrete mathematics, she will be provided by the good job.
See, okay, that will be also, provided, yeah. She will, Resma will find a good job provided that she learns discrete mathematics. You can use. Also, you can use a sufficient condition Q is P. You can also use that. That means for sufficient condition, or you can use P is sufficient for Q, or a sufficient condition for Q is P. If you are using this phrase, what will be this? See this. for Resma to get a good job. It is sufficient for her to learn discrete mathematics. You can use any of the terminology or any of the phrases that I have written above. Q follows from P. You can write Resma will find a good job, follows that she learns discrete mathematics. So all the forms you can use. See, this is the main thing. Q unless not P, that is negation P. Then what is the sentence for P conditional Q? Q unless negation P. Tell anyone. Q unless negation P. What will be the sentence?
Reshma will get a good job provided that she learns discrete maths.
No. Use the word unless.
Sir, can I say?
Tell.
Sir, Reshma will find a good job unless she does not learn discrete mathematics.
Yeah, she does not because P is Resma learns discrete mathematics. We have already studied negation. So if P is Resma learns discrete mathematics, what will be the negation of P? That is Resma does not learn discrete mathematics. So in case of P conditional Q, that is the same meaning referred to Q unless negation P. That is the important case of Q unless negation P. The same meaning as P conditional Q. You can use this. That means Resma will find a good job. That is Q. Use the word unless. Unless she does not learn discrete mathematics. That is the same meaning to P conditional Q. Otherwise, like this, you can use other phrases or terminology for P conditional Q.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay, I'm giving one more example for your understanding. Just observe that. I'm writing just only example. Proposition is given as find P and Q if proposition is if the proposition is given as that is P conditional Q that is given just wait. The home team wins whenever it is raining. That means in P conditional Q is given. What is the statement? Conditional statement is given. Home team wins whenever it is raining. Then what is P? What is Q? What is P? What is Q here?
Sir, P is it is raining.
Yeah, P will be it is raining. Then what will
And
be
Q is home
Q
team
will
wins.
be, yeah, home team will win. That means that is in the form Q.
Q whenever P.
Yeah, Q whenever P. When it is written like this, Q whenever P. That means here P that will be it is raining. Q that will be the home team wins. So don't be confused. See, the home team wins whenever it is raining. That means first conclusion is given when the hypothesis. Like this, you can solve some more problems from your exercise. Okay. There is also one more connective, that is biconditional. We'll see in the next class biconditional, and also that important thing is into relating to that conditional statement. What are the converse, inverse, and contrapositive of conditional statement? That is P conditional will be given. P conditional Q will be given. Find the converse, inverse, and contrapositive. What are these statements? We'll discuss in the next class. Okay, we'll stop here.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah, tell.
Sir, last day you said that find the negation of the proposition Ankit's phone has at least 128 GB of memory.
Yeah.
What will be the answer to this?
I think I have written answer in the classroom, I think. Okay, we'll see. Just I'm sending the attendance link, then we'll discuss. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, just wait. Okay, the class is over. So all should go through the Google form link for attendance. Okay, tell what is your question?
Yes, sir. Find the negation of the proposition Ankit's phone has at least 128 GB of memory.
Yeah. See, at least 128 GB. That is the main thing. At least 1 GB of memory. See, at least 128 meaning is what? That is minimum is 128 or more than that. That is the meaning of at least. You can use direct at least 120 instead of writing at least 128. You can use less than 128. That will be the opposite of that meaning.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah. Or you can write does not have at least 128. That is the not of greater than equal. That is less than.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.